Namaste, I'm Archana. A warm welcome to you. Today we will be practicing Tadasana. This asana is a very simple asana. It's been inspired by the mountain and it stands for strength and stability. So this helps in increasing the strength and stability in our hips, our thighs and our legs. It's also a great practice to help correct our posture, improve alignment in our body. This asana can be practiced by all. So let's begin by coming into a standing position. So let's begin by standing tall, placing our feet firmly onto the mat. Our knees are nice and straight but not locked. Our hips are in neutral position. There's a lot of space between our pelvis as well as our lower ribs. We're not collapsing here. We're nice and tall. Shoulders are nicely rolled back. Shoulder blades towards the midline. Palms come to rest next to our thighs. Our gaze is forward, chin parallel, the crown of the head in the direction of the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Now I'm going to show you this from the side view. Here, keep looking straight ahead. Breathe in and breathe out. Remember to keep nice length in your spine. So we'll do a few things standing in Tadasana. Here. Now press your whole feet onto the mat and now notice if we are putting weight either in the front or back of your foot or more onto the sides of your feet. This you can notice when you look at your footwear, you'll see some part of it is more worn out than the other. The sole of the footwear, some part is more worn out than the other. So it means that we are putting more weight on that side. So we're going to try and see if we can balance that out. Now, try and open your feet as wide as you can and press it firmly into the earth. Now press the balls of your feet onto the mat. Spread your toes nice and wide and press that into the mat. Press the heels into the mat. You may notice the arch of your foot may rise slightly and stay there. Just keep breathing in and breathing out. Your gaze can be at your toes. Now I'm just going to lift only my toes up. Still spread nice and wide. And now I'm going to drop all my 4 toes and just keep my big toe pointing up. We're holding this for a couple of breaths. Then I'm going to drop my big toe and bring all the other 4 toes up. Somehow looking at the toes actually makes it easier to do this. Now drop all your toes onto the mat. Once again, press, lift your toes. This time, I'm going to first try and drop my little toe on both my legs. Both my feet, then my middle, the second toe, and just the big toe stays up. Slowly drop that down. Once again, all toes come up. This time, I'm going to try the other way. Drop my big toe down, then my second toe. Notice I'm unable to isolate. Then your third, fourth, and fifth. Just see how you feel. Stay there. One last time, spread your toes nice and wide. Press your whole feet onto the mat. Stay here, breathe in and breathe out. And there are chances that you may have some cramps because we're not generally doing this. We're just walking, without even being aware of what joints, what muscles, what bones are working. And then drop it down. The next thing we are going to be doing here is we're going to be trying to shift our weight towards the front of our feet. So here, press the whole feet onto the mat And very nicely, just gently, we're not leaning forward or back, we're gently shifting the whole body forward. So this is great. As it's a weight bearing asana, it's anti-aging, especially for to prevent degenerative changes in our spine and in the bones of our lower body. Here, press into the mat. I'll show you from the side how this looks. Here, I'm not leaning. I'm here. My hip is still neutral. I'm just shifting my weight forward. It's very important that you keep your eyes open and keep looking at a point either on the floor or the wall. The arches of your foot will lift up. See that you don't lift your heels up. Come back to center. Now I'll show you how you can shift your weight onto the back of your foot. There's a tendency for your toes to lift off. Press the toes, shift the weight. It's a very subtle shift. You may feel like you're going to fall, and that's fine. Just come back. Press your toes. Press all your toes, the balls of your foot, and come back to center. Now we're going to shift our weight to the right as well as the left. Stay here. See if you want to go closer, keep it closer. Shift all the way towards the outer side of your right foot, the inside of your left foot. But see that your feet is planted on the mat. We're just shifting the weight. This is a slight lean and center and last one. It's a lot of fun practicing this asana. Here, oops, come back, shift, keep your gaze at a point and back. And press your whole feet onto the mat. Now we're going to be closing our eyes. This is going to increase the spatial awareness. Here, press your feet, chin parallel, gaze forward, and now close your eyes. And notice what's happening in your body. You may sway slightly side to side. Just bring back focus. Okay, if you have vertigo, if you have any other health problems, you can always turn and face a wall and place your hands on the wall and do this practice. Close. Notice just for a few seconds. And with time, you can slowly increase the time period you do this. Yeah, that was Tadasana for you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's practice. I really appreciate your support. For more content like this, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or queries, you can always write to me in the comments below. Namaste.